I need Emily around to probably turn down the music. Thank you, love. So glad to be here. So glad that we've got some really amazing and incredible guests for us. Philippe is en route, so when we see Philippe, we'll definitely breathe a sigh of relief because he's coming all the way. So he apparently was in what was it, Hong Kong yesterday? So he was in Hong Kong yesterday negotiating some contracts, and he flew all the way back just to make it for us. But anyway. A little bit about Wearable World and who we are and why we exist. In general, we exist for you. We're a hub of business and venture, and we have this amazing site called Wearable World News. I couldn't be a prouder CEO of the writing that happens on the site. It's so good to sit there and be like, wow, this stuff is really interesting and important for this community. And so as we kick this off and have these amazing guests kick off the panel and everything else like that, I just wanted to say welcome, and I'm so glad that you guys have blessed us with your time and given us a little bit of that so that we can get back to you and hopefully help you create amazing businesses and relationships that will help you further the things that you're working and building to create a better world and a better place. Anyways, thank you and welcome to Wearable Wednesday and Wearable World. Go ahead and take it away, Ben.
Introductions?
Yeah, introductions, everything. You're in charge.
All right, great. I'm moderating. I'm Ben Bateman. I'm with Indiegogo. I work on our hardware team, and especially to help people who are launching products through crowdfunding successfully launch those products. And you can go through and introduce yourselves.
Yeah. I'm Sutha, Kamal, formerly the founder, CEO of a company called Massive Health, a consumer health software company acquired by Java. And I'm now working on some interesting new stuff in the IoT space.
I'm McDonald. I work for Silego Technologies. Just last week we shipped our 1 billionth unit as the leading semiconductor supplier in the wearable space. And just so happy to come out and see all of you and describe some of the things we're doing in the semiconductor business.
All right, great. So I think to start off, it's easier to make one of something than ever before. There's a lot of tools to help you make that first duct tape prototype that barely works but does everything it's supposed to. What does it take to go from that to maybe not you're completely ready to go and manufacture, but to your final prototype that maybe you can go and start to do your DFM on or get that DFM done? What's that process look like, and what do you need to know to start there?
Wow, that's a that's a fantastically large question. The one thing Silego does is we try to limit the difference between what your prototype is and what your final production is. For example, there's a lot of people that would go out there and get a massive FPGA and put all the kind of circuits in there. Of course, that's completely not a way to go financially. The size won't make any sense and whatnot. And then if you make a prototype of your system. If you think about a lot of wearables, what is the backbone of a wearable? Very often it's a Bluetooth type of chip or RF, whatever you're doing. I don't pretend to know every system in the planet here. And then generally you got a processor and then you got some kind of power control. And then you've got to go add your innovation on top of that. What Silego does is we're a company that comes in and says all of your innovation, we can make that very, very efficient. For example, if you put something innovative on the hardware side, you're going to break your timing, you break your power, you break your logic, and what you wind up is this prototype that is quite huge and totally unsaleable the way it is. And then you're scratching your head and you're saying, okay, how do I get this down to something that's small and sexy and beautiful and all the kinds of things we want to see in the wearables? What Silego does is we have like a mixed signal ASIC, so we clean that logic up.